Hi there, it's Adrian Salisbury of SLR Coaching, and we've got some lights to show you today. Okay, so a friend of mine got in touch with me the other day. I use these aperture lights. I've got a double set of the LEDs. They're the dimmable ones so that I can change depending on the surrounding I'm in, and I'm matching in. I've got a fluorescent light over there, so if I'm working that side, I want these at a different temperature to work in under these tungsten bulbs here. If I'm in daylight, you know, they're fantastic for being able to do that. And I've always said they're my go-to lights, and you know, forget everything else. But he was looking the other day and he said, I've spotted these ones and they're Neewer or Neewer, N-E-E-W-E-R. I'll put again a link to these. They are £85. They just come as the light on its own. There's no stand. It's a single unit. But I thought that's really interesting. So I went off and bought one and it's just turned up today. Don't you love Amazon Prime turning up next day? So this isn't by any means sponsored or sent through to me. I'm paying this for myself, but obviously if there's a cheaper version available, I want to know about it and I want to be recommending it. So let's have a look. Looking at the counting up the LEDs, it's basically just two strips off the bottom of the ones I've got. And I would put them up here to show you side by side, but I'm actually using them at the minute. Right, well that's nice. Anyway, there's a good bag there that they come in. Normally I'd be shooting with a second camera up here, but I'm doing it a bit quick because I want to get on with it. But I just, before I opened it up, wanted to show you how it comes. So let me do it this way instead. What have we got? So it's the mains connection, and then that's the light itself. So quite simple, basic, but don't need anything extra. So that'll just tighten up then. So these don't come with any batteries already with it then. So you are going to need to run this off of the mains. So give me a second to just set this up. There's a battery space there, and I'm pretty sure that that's the same batteries that I use on these lights here. So I will put a link to the batteries if you want to go down battery route. Okay, so I can select on here between battery and adapter. That's how it goes. That's going to fit on top of my light stand. Let's have a look what we've got then. So I've got the main. Okay. Right, so the way this works then, on the back of here, I've got two kind of power levels. And I thought actually it was a case of one was the power on the lights I've got, one is the power, and the second one kind of dims between one and the other. What happens on these is they're on two separate dials. So the white lights are on one and the orange lights are on another one. So the way I adjust the power between the two or the mix between the two is to actually turn one up and one down. So that is going to do the same thing, because that's exactly what's happening here on the aperture lights. But I get the chance I can adjust the power, and then I can say, right, okay, let's go one way or the other. And actually it gives me a temperature dial on the back of it, so I can see actually what Kelvin, what color temperature I'm actually at. With these, I don't see how I'm going to be able to do that. In my mind, when I was picturing this coming, I was thinking, okay, so we can kind of do between two temperatures. With this one, you're on your own, really. It's going to be a case of me almost holding this to my lights and thinking, okay, so I think we're going to need more of the yellow light on this one, and getting a feel for how that sits next to it. In fact, I'm not even convinced that is as yellow. I need to just check the spec on it. But in terms of the build, very happy with that. I will put a link in there for the 2 batteries that come with it. So again, when you're looking price side by side, yes, this is only £85. It's probably not a lot different in dollars, but I do need a stand, and I can get a stand for £10 maybe. That's not a problem. Or if I've already got some lights and I'm just replacing some soft boxes, then not a problem at all. It is that dimmer bit that slightly bothers me, because I actually like on these that I could say to somebody, right, turn it on and set it to 3200 Kelvin, and then you just adjust the power from that. These ones are going to be quite hard for me to tell people what temperature to get to. You're going to kind of have to play it by ear a bit. But it is doing the same thing at half the price. So up to you, which way you want to go with it. But there you go. That's Neewer lights. Don't know how to pronounce that. Tell me how you think we pronounce that in the comments. All right. Hope that's been helpful. And at least we're having a look at it. And I'm always trying to try stuff like this out. We have got Pro Video Academy, where we're actually teaching you exactly how to do videos like this. So if that's of interest to you, the link will be below in the description. It's not open at the minute. We're building it. I've got some founding members in there with me that we're building it up. But have a look below and I'll put a link in that you can register your interest if you're interested in that. More videos coming up, more kit, more techniques and tips to do with video. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, stay around. We've got more stuff coming. Thank you.